This is The Win, Special Edition Raw, where I share my personal stories of failures and successes as a serial entrepreneur, my views on how to start and grow a business using today's top online marketing and sales strategies. So welcome to The Win, Raw, with me, your host, Heather Havenwood. Have you ever wanted to stop the 9-to-5 grind and start your own company? Do you want to have more control of your income and your time? Then now is that moment to start and grow a successful business. As a female entrepreneur, I have succeeded. I have bit the dust. I have bounced back to growth and prosperity. But this would not have been possible without first taking the leap and owning my own business. But I didn't do it alone. I hired my first business coach 13 years ago. And now I help small businesses, solo practitioners, and professionals double their income and triple their time off. So let me help you too. My gift to you today is a free one-on-one strategy session. So go to coachwithheather.com, coachwithheather.com, and let me help you double your income and triple your time off. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a solo episode just with me, Heather Havenwood. And I'm naming this one Overlooked and Misunderstood. That's kind of an interesting one. I'm going through some personal challenges right now in my personal life and through a breakup, and it's been extremely challenging for me. And I came across something that Oprah actually spoke at in 2017, a graduation. It's graduation time, right? So a commencement speech that she did. And there's a particular part that I have really resonated with that I want to share with you, the audience, and then I'm going to talk about it. So here we go. Let's do this.
As a tool of service. So as you're trying to figure out, what do I do? How should I do it? First of all, I will say this, that when you don't know what to do, my girls have heard this over 100 times. When you don't know what to do, you do nothing. You get still until you do know. Because when you have to ask everybody else, should I do this? Should I? And that's whether it's buying a pair of shoes or going with a guy, buying a house, taking a job. Should I? When you have to ask everybody else, it means you don't really know the answer fully yourself. So you get still, be still, and know the answer will come.
Wow, that's pretty powerful. So I listened to this a couple times, and for myself, it really resonates with me from where I'm at of being still. Because right now, going through this, that's not just a personal breakup; it's also a business breakup. It's a routine. I had a particular routine in life. That I focused on a business I was building for the last 2.5 years. I was in a committed relationship as well as an engagement. And then I had a workout schedule, I had all these things structured, like a massive routine in a life, and all that got ripped 3 weeks ago. It's completely upside down for me. And it almost feels overwhelming. It's like, I always tell people it's like getting fired and losing the relationship all in one day. And you're not sure what to grab onto, what to ground yourself, at least for myself. That's where I'm going through. So when I listen to that, being still, that resonated with me because there's this automatic panic to go figure out what to do, especially in the world of business and whatnot. And so there's this panic I've been experiencing, this anxiety of people ask, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, you'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think one of the biggest challenges I'm facing myself is people say, oh, you're so strong, you'll be fine. And I appreciate the comment, and that's so challenging for me to hear because I don't feel strong right now. I don't. I feel very heartbroken. I am heartbroken. I'm trying to figure out what the best decisions are in the world of business, and legality-wise, I'm going through a lot of training. No one has really the answer. There's no one path, and part of this is also learning what is the universe trying to share with me? What is the universe trying to show me here? And of course, people do come at you and oh my God, I'm so sorry about the breakup. What happened? It's if I hear that one more time, do not ask me. It's I do console with my personal coaches and people that I'm working with, and some of my dearest friends. But you got to be careful when you just start sharing everything, because I think what happens is people will give their views and opinions way too fast. Oh, well, you shouldn't have that. And well, he should have done this. There's always two sides of every story, especially in a breakup, personal and or business, always two sides of every story. And I honor there's another story over there with him. So on both sides. And that's why I want to call this overlooked and misunderstood. I feel that as an entrepreneur, there's no straight path. And that's in life. That's really in life. And I absolutely loved what Oprah was saying. It's like, if you don't know, when I heard it, tears like started falling down my face, because I heard it. I heard what she said. When you don't know what to do, be still, which is so counterintuitive, especially for a type A personality like myself. I want to figure it out. I want to go. I want to focus on something else. Let's do this. And truly, I know from my past experience that that's not the best decision. When you're in internal chaos, that's not the best time to make good decisions. Not that you can't make decisions, but not always good decisions. And the panic is familiar from the time when I went through my massive financial failure and bankruptcy back in 2005. It's very, very familiar. Unfortunately, it's familiar, that feeling. And I don't like that feeling. It's not feeling good to revisit that feeling. So there's this part of me that wants to move out of it as fast as possible. And one of the things I think that I'm learning is that you go deep inside of it. Not like stay in it, like dwell in it, but go inside the anxiety, go inside the fear, the unfamiliarness or the familiarness, and figure out, why am I going through this or something similar again? What is that? What did I overlook last time that I didn't get the lesson, or I didn't see the signs? Everything happens for the best, as one of my mentors has said. The other thing that I'm learning out of this particular situation is I really realized that my presence was not valued. Who I am, and like truly who I am, was never really valued. And it's one of my principles that I've stood on, which is never stay where your presence is not valued. But I overlooked it here. I overstepped it because I was in love. I was in deep love, and I overstepped being valued. And I think one of the biggest parts of being an entrepreneur is knowing your own value, and then making sure that when you're not valued, right, that you don't overstep it. And it's not misunderstood as being full of yourself. It's actually time for you. It's the time where you're saying, hey, I'm a value here to the team. I'm a value here to the business. I'm a value myself. And this is what I can add value to. And these are my fees. That's a very challenging piece. I think all entrepreneurs always have a hard time with, like, here's my value. And then we want to half price ourselves for that. And we want to prove to people in the team and the companies that we do have value, and hoping that we get paid on the other side. At least that's what I did here. So I'm going to also now do one more quote here from Oprah of the same speech, 2017 commencement.
I love it. I love being number one. I love winning. But it's the times when things go wrong, when you fall or fail, that you're actually going to learn the most about yourself. All those years on the Oprah show, 25 years, we were the number one show for 25 years. And that's because I lived with the intention to serve the audience. The audience came first every show. I would sit with the producers and say, well, I can't do that because I can't find the truth of myself in that show. I have to have a thread of truth to be able to hold on to. So I knew so well the audience. I felt like I was the audience. The audience was me. And I felt so connected. And then I ended that and started a new network. And I flailed for a while. And I was really upset with myself. But I will tell you that when I was able to shift the paradigm to start to looking at, wow, what I have instead of what I don't have, what I have instead of what I thought I'd lost, I was able to begin to turn things around. But it's those moments of uncertainty. It's the moments where, all of my mistakes show up on the evening news. You can make a mistake. I can tell if I've done something wrong. It's on the CNN crawl. I can read about it. But learning from the moments where things weren't going so great, being able to get still, to connect with that which I know is God, the force, the power greater than myself, and to come back and realize that in order to move forward, you move forward by taking the next right step. You don't have to know everything to do. You don't have to know all the steps to make. Just what is the next right move.
I just really love what she's saying there about, again, getting still and just doing the next right move. And that winning is actually a ton of fun. Winning is great, but it's in the failures or feeling like a failure or relationships that have failed or businesses that have moved on, that it's in these moments. And I keep having to remind myself, and that's why I'm doing this show today, reminding myself that it's in these moments that I find out who I really am and where my future is going. And I don't know the next steps right now. There's a lot uncertainty. There's a ton of unfamiliarness in my life right now on multiple levels. And I thought I was moving into a marriage and I was living towards a future that I was living into, and all that's exploded. So there's a sadness I have for a loss, as she said, but I have to keep focusing on what I have, not what I lost, what is the future, and what I have now, and what I can just be honored and honoring that. So in this raw episode, you're probably thinking, wow, this is depressive. I hope you don't think it's depressive at all. I think, honestly, it's through times of uncertainty and unfamiliarness and challenges, and I do feel like a failure in multiple levels right now. I do with the relationship, especially. I'm heartbroken on multiple levels, very heartbroken, actually. And then there's the business side. That's a lot of questions and not sure what's going to happen there. So selling it off or dismantling what I'm not sure yet. So I just wanted to give everyone an opportunity with this, with Oprah and what she was saying, that there is hope. And it's not about knowing every step, but it's knowing to take the next step, the right next step. And sometimes that means being still and not taking a step, not having to be an overdrive and type A personality. Like I know I am. I have to go. Gotta make a decision next. And I feel like when we pivot in life, we feel that the pivot needs to get really fast. But you know that doesn't happen that way. Looking back over my life, all the different pivots, sometimes those pivots took a year. Sometimes the pivots took weeks, months. And so as an entrepreneur, make sure you're not overlooking or overstepping. You're not being misunderstood, or you're not misunderstanding the reality of what's happening, right? And it's in the truth that you find the next step to take on. Again, and here's a great saying that one of my mentors said to me today, actually: never stay where your presence is not valued, Heather. Never stay where your presence is not valued. All right, everyone, this is Heather Havenwood. You can check me out at heatherhavenwood.com. And if you're interested in coaching with me, I would love to, explore that with you. And I can do a strategy session, an assessment, a strategy session where I really start to ask you questions on where are you going in life, and what are you up to? The clients I have right now are so amazing. I have some literally the most amazing clients. They are up to such big things in life, and it's such an honor to support them and empower them and move them into the next phase. I think one of the feedbacks that I get from my clients is that I'm lovingly harsh, meaning I tell them the truth and then I hug them virtually. It's like I'm saying this with love, and then I say something really harsh, meaning it's sometimes hard to hear. But it's inside of knowing what mistakes they're making, and that's for me as well. Then you can shift it and you can do the right thing and get back on track and go major momentum. So I would love to invite you to be a client of mine where I work with you one-on-one on your marketing, your internet marketing, your sales, and your message. What is that? What are you focused on? Is your message congruent with what you say you want in the world? Not what's in your head, but is it congruent with your customers? How do we get more customers? How do we find more of your customers, right? And the different strategies that are available. So yeah, you can take many courses on many different things in internet marketing. But I'm a person that kind of brings all of those to the forefront, all those to the coaching call, and then start to look from your situation. What's the best strategy, choices, avenues to get you to where you say you want to go in the fastest path? And that's what I do. So you can go to coachwithheather.com. That's coachwithheather.com. And all right, this is Heather Havenwood. I'd love to get a strategy session with you and see if I can help you increase your sales and double your momentum.